Hello, I am Kil Bo Kang from Korea Maritime Transportation Safety Authority. I am delighted to be participating as an educational instructor in this Establishing Strategies Toward Green Port Development in Georgia project. This time I will introduce about Introduction on the Regime of Ship Safety in Republic of Korea. In this presentation, I would like to first introduce South Korea's Ship Safety Act and some relevant legislations to ensure maritime safety. Second, explore the roles and functions of the Korea Maritime Transportation Safety Authority. And finally, proceed with an explanation on the classification societies and related organizations. Through this presentation, you will get a better understanding of South Korea's ship safety systems and the functions of related organizations. In particular, the lecture will help you to understand the relationship between the Ship Safety Act, the Marine Environment Management Act, the Fishing Vessel Act, and others, legislations related to ship inspection, as well as provide you with an opportunity to learn about the relationship between the Korean government, KOMSA, and other organizations established for maritime safety, such as the classification societies. South Korean laws related to the ship inspection system can be classified based on the type of the ship. These are divided into the Ship Safety Act, Fishing Vessel Act, and Water-Related Leisure Activities Safety Act. The Ship Safety Act was enacted for the purpose of ensuring the seaworthiness and navigational safety of ships through ship inspections. All ships registered in South Korea shall undergo periodic ship survey by organizations recognized by government, such as KOMSA and KR, Korean Register. The Ship Safety Act stipulates matters related to ship inspection, with 53 subsidiary technical standards, such as ship equipment standards and machinery standards. The Fishing Vessel Act, in particular, stipulates the construction, structure, and equipment of fishing vessels. The government also regulates the safety of small fishing vessels under 10 tons. About 65,000 fishing vessels registered in South Korea are inspected every 2.5 years on average, depending on the size of the vessel. The Fishing Vessel Act also addresses the development of the fishing industry by improving the performance of fishing vessels and enhancing fishing productivity. Safety regulations on water leisure craft, defined as ships used for water-related leisure activities, are more relaxed than those applied on passenger ships and fishing vessels, in accordance with the Water-Related Leisure Activities Safety Act, managed by the Korea Coast Guard. Water leisure craft subject to safety inspection includes water bikes, motorboats, rubber boats, and yachts, with a gross tonnage of less than 20 tons. A person who controls a power-driven water leisure craft shall obtain an operator license for power-driven water leisure craft from the Commissioner of Korea Coast Guard. Environmental pollution in the ocean is one of the most important issues, especially reducing greenhouse gas emissions and marine garbage, are posing significant global challenges. Korea also regulates air pollutants emitted from ships through the Marine Environmental Management Act. This includes regulations by the MARPOL Convention, such as EEDI, EEOI, and SIMPA, which have been adopted and managed in national laws. KOMSA especially is playing a significant role in preserving the environment by being entrusted the task of managing the National Greenhouse Gas Target Management System in the shipping sector by the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries. For vessels using many people, such as passenger ships and fishing vessels, stronger safety management is applied based on the aforementioned laws. For example, for passenger ships, pre-departure safety management, such as checking the number of passengers and checking cargo is secure before departure, is implemented, in addition to safety inspections conducted for fishing vessels each year. The Seafarers Act describes the rights and responsibilities of seafarers. Furthermore, the 2006 Maritime Labor Convention, which stipulates standards for seafarers' working and living conditions, has been ratified and applied in national law. The Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries is promoting various policies to maintain a clean and prosperous sea, while also realizing a safe sea. It consists of 6 offices and bureaus, with the Maritime Affairs and Safety Policy Bureau carrying out maritime safety and environment-related tasks. Each region has 21 affiliated organizations, such as a Regional Office of Oceans and Fisheries and National Maritime High Schools. To ensure ship safety, the government is establishing technical standards and regulations related to shipping and shipbuilding. We are maximizing the effectiveness of policies by communicating with various stakeholders, based on 11 regional offices. Based on the International Safety Management Code, we conduct safety management for ships and ports, and in accordance with the International Code for the Security of Ships and Port Facilities, we conduct security inspections for ships and ports. In addition, we are preventing serious dangers that may affect human safety and maritime pollution for foreign vessels entering in the Korean ports through port state control. The Korea Maritime Transportation Safety Authority was established on July 1, 2019, as an organization under the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries. As of January 2020, the total number of employees is 521, and the annual budget is $44.5 million. Through 18 branch offices in Korea, we conduct ship inspections on approximately 70,000 ships, including passenger ships, fishing vessels, and etc. The main business of the KOMSA can be divided into 6 major categories. First, building a big data platform, which we plan to use to support policies based on various maritime safety information and implement ship safety management with a virtuous structure that collects feedback. Second is the improvement of maritime safety awareness. As more than 90% of marine accidents are caused by human errors, it is essential to improve safety awareness of both users and operators. To this end, the KOMSA is promoting the operation of a marine traffic broadcasting station as a mid to long-term mission to provide maritime traffic information to ship operators and to the general public, in order to spread maritime safety culture. Third, the field for supporting the supply of eco-friendly ships. In order to reduce 50% of carbon dioxide emissions by 2050 in comparison with 2008, it is essential to develop and distribute eco-friendly ships. To this end, the KOMSA is making efforts to develop future eco-friendly and high-efficiency ship-related technologies, such as the development of small electric fishing boats. In addition, since January of this year, we have been carrying out a government subsidy support project for builder of eco-friendly ships. For the rest of the business, we are continuously pushing forward to realize a safe and clean sea. Approximately 96,000 ships are subject to KOMSA's inspection, of which 65,000 are fishing boats, 5,700 general ships, including passenger ships, and 25,000 leisure boats. The aforementioned vessels have different inspection intervals, depending on the type and size of the vessel. Passenger ships are inspected every year, and other ships are inspected every 2.5 years on average. In addition, we provide safe sea routes to 172 interport passenger ships for the public to use safely and comfortably through crew training, monitoring real-time safety operations, and safety operation management of passenger ships prior to departure. KOMSA conducts statutory survey based on government's legislations as follows. We carry out shipbuilding survey on new vessels and vessel inspections on existing vessels, along with approval of drawings for vessels and their facilities. In addition, we perform preliminary inspection and type approval and examination of facilities to be installed on ships, and contract an international convention survey. Under international convention internationally entering into effect in connection with the seaworthiness of the ship and safety of human life. Furthermore, according to the KOMSA Act, along with research and education to prevent marine accidents, we are conducting research on technical standards and ship inspection systems. In order to raise safety awareness of maritime transportation, KOMSA is carrying out tasks such as safety education and maritime traffic broadcasts, as well as collecting maritime traffic data, which is also used for policy proposals. In addition, we are doing our best to respond to climate change by managing greenhouse gas (GHG) emissions of domestic vessels. In Korea, various organizations are in charge of activities to ensure the safety of ships. Statutory survey are performed by KR, BV, and KOMSA, recognized by the government, inspecting institutions such as KORHI, conduct vessel condition surveys for ship insurance, and other various institutions, such as the Korea Maritime and Ocean University and the Korea Maritime Institute, are carrying out R&D work. These efforts can be said to be the driving force behind ensuring the safe use of the sea for Korean people. Also, you may be wondering about the difference in functions between the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries, the Classification Societies, and KOMSA. As shown in the table here, the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries is carrying out ship registration, ISM, and tonnage measurement. KOMSA and the Classification Societies are performing similar functions, but with a distinct difference. KR mainly performs ship inspections on large international voyages, while KOMSA is mainly in charge of inspections on small and medium-sized ships. KOMSA is also conducting international cooperation based on the maritime traffic safety infrastructure and technology that has accumulated over the past 40 years. Recently, the status of the Republic of Korea has changed from a developing country to a developed country by the United Nations Trade and Development Council. In order to fulfill our responsibilities and roles in the international community, we are also promoting various international cooperation projects in the scope of maritime safety, so we ask for your interest and participation. Finally, I will play a promotional video for you on KOMSA's international cooperation business. Thank you.
Global society is progressing towards sustainability in every sector, and maritime industry is also putting a significant emphasis on environment along with safety. In line with this trend of the era, it is expected for us a critical role of harmoniously coping with emerging technologies such as e-navigation and maritime autonomous surface ship, as well as environmental regulations such as greenhouse gas mitigation. There is no doubt that technological advancement could lead us to a brighter future. However, challenges such as building infrastructure and capacities are yet to be resolved. That is why Korea Maritime Transportation Safety Authority, KOMSA, with its following key services,
strives to build global partnership and explore strategies on sustainable development altogether.
Despite an advancement of technologies, the number of maritime accidents and casualties is on an increasing trend, which could result in a considerable amount of opportunity cost. By operating vessel monitoring system, KOMSA keeps a constant watch on coastal ships in operation for prevention and swift responses to accidents. Moreover, KOMSA provides virtual reality-based training to foster crisis management abilities without compromising on safety. To acquire data needed for policymaking and technology development is not an easy task. By establishing information and communications technology-based big data platform, KOMSA collects maritime transportation data such as traffic density, maritime accidents, and weather information. Also by utilizing ship handling simulators for navigational lessons and risk assessment per waters. KOMSA contributes to a safer maritime transportation system. There is a growing demand for every nation to tackle global climate change. KOMSA operates Ship Emission Management System to measure greenhouse gas emissions arising from coastal ships in order to attain 2030 nationally determined contribution of the Republic of Korea. KOMSA also takes a pivotal role in greenhouse gas reduction through capacity building activities such as training and consultation based on the collected greenhouse gas data. Now, we are on the wave to rapidly changing maritime environment. Let us all voyage together for sustainable, resilient, and prosperous ocean.